bandwagon today. It's been inspired after that No Fear 5 game. I'm going in on MIBR. I think that they've got this upswing in trajectory at the moment, and I think FURIA, from what we've seen lately, there's been a few bits where I'm a little bit worried about them, particularly on Dust2, which we're going into now. Black Dragons pushed them to overtime. You know, that I think they dropped their only map against Black Dragons, in fact, actually. But so that was not ancient. But anyway, into the pistol round, because we're about to get things underway. MIBR on their map pick of Dust2. Can they take it to them? Oh my god, maybe not with a shot like that from Olga, already playing with a player down. She's able to fall back safely.
And then look at this. Jill Beretta's just tucked in with Izza. Car can take the first contact. Anti-flash position established, doesn't matter. Kizzy has hit a shot. Olga steps in, removes another from lower tunnels. And Izza hasn't revealed herself at all just yet.
Oh, Izza going to swing out now, but Olga's gone down and they've managed to get past. Jossie's still here holding, but now she has to come back because the only defender here is Mari at the moment. She's trying to pop up, take a few heads down with her, has a kit and a smoke. Might not be able to deploy him, but a nice headshot and a follow-up. Actually, no, that was Izza that got that one. So now it's all on to Jossie, the 1 versus 3, and that bomb with the defuse kit is being defused. It's going to be a nice pistol round for FURIA.
Yeah, it gets a little bit scary though, doesn't it? Despite losing players in lower tunnels, MIBR just fight the way back. Kizzy just leading the charge, gets 2 kills without armor. And immediately they disperse all their utility. They're able to get a bomb plant down. It's still a good round considering the detriment they found themselves in. And we take a look at Dust2, Lucy, and I understand what you're saying, but with the whole MIBR definitely could take their map pick, but I feel like you put FURIA on the CT side of this map, and if momentum keeps going, it keeps rolling early, it could be very dangerous.
Well, this is going to be a critical round. Thanks to that bomb plant, they've been able to get out 3 AKs. I actually think that one might have been dropped over. In fact, yeah, I think that's happened on both accounts. Little Z and Arhenia dropping over AKs so they can come out on their teammate with all of the utility. So it's a lot of beans in the baskets of those two. Olga's jump picking at the moment, but she's going to have to be forced back off the utility. Is there in towards mid. This time she's on the other side, and she looks like she's about to get tested.
Great flash, but she's only good for 1. That's an AK that's been picked up off China's body. So there is just them 4 lurking in towards middle that could potentially be scavenged. I like this regrouping from MIBR. But at the same time, where they slow down a little bit, rotations have come over and Olga's found another kill in towards mid. These B defenders could hold, and Car's hitting every single headshot. What is that?
Oh my god, she gets 2. Little Z does trade her out, but Gabby is there with the MP9. But, you know, I talked about Car being this consistent, maybe not top of the scoreboard, not the most flashy offer, but you know what? I'm eating my words right now. What a double kill with the scout, both to the dome. Cheered for 3. That would have been pretty specky, but the 2 is pretty good anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you take those, right? That was insane.
All right, they're forced again.
Ooh, okay. Look at this run up from Izza. She's just going.
Well, Kizza is holding for it. Izza, Kizza. A lot of us. Oh, flashbangs are over towards the B bomb site. Kizza did find Izza in the meantime. Gabby, she's trying to spam through the smoke, but it doesn't matter. Car is up on the window, taking down everyone with Silence M4. Runs out of bullets, pops the USP, and gets the job done. You wouldn't even believe that was a forced buy from how easy Car made it look.
You have to be an eco now, right? If you're MIBR, forced to talk it over. I mean, what a shutdown on towards B. Just Car finds everyone. Because the early kill that falls favor is out towards middle for MIBR. There's actually no kills on towards the bomb site on the way in. What a round. Yeah, that Izza versus Kizza. That's going to be fun throughout this series.
Yeah, we love them. We love those ones. Unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. I suppose it's always going to have to end with ah. Yeah. That is how words work.
Yeah, apologies if we are pronouncing them wrong.
Yeah, sorry. We did We do try. Well, now it's just going to be upgraded pistols. Deagles, Tech 9. AWP this time gets a nice tag onto Little Z. Little health, more like it. Trying to reposition. Poke any more bodies with this big pointy gun. Not quite yet, though.
Gotta be careful, though. This vertical flick downwards is difficult, especially when you double scope. Arcania capitalizes upon it. AWP can't be recovered, but it's still a player advantage for MIBR.
Yeah, look at the response in FURIA. 2 more players in towards mid to make sure that AWP cannot be retrieved and make sure that ground cannot be taken either. So despite this opener, they are still where they start. Oh, wow, Kizza, okay. That's a timing shot. Mari didn't even get a chance, trying to cross off the smoke. And absolutely deleted. Now FURIA, they are scampering, still keeping 2 players over towards B, and that is the right call.
Yeah, the information that Olga's found out towards long is no one's reaggressed, no one's picked up the rifle. And wow, as I say that, you think FURIA's got the right read, but they've actually vacated the B bomb site. They've smoked it off, and now they're poking and prodding in towards middle. No one's home, and MIBR are going to look to capitalize upon it. Gabby finally thinking about this, holding the cross. Good for the first kill. Can she find any more? No, China. That's an impeccable headshot.
Making it work. No armor except from 2 players. It's just these upgraded pistols, and they're chiming in. Is it doing more damage? Look at the health point of 3 of these players. They are just limping through this round. None of them presenting bodies. Olga is sitting all the way back towards CT spawn. She was waiting for someone to come through. China gets an opportunity, but Izza takes her head. Now they can start to accelerate through. That clock is ticking. They have to go for these fights, and they're winning them. Justy's the only one remaining, and there's Olga. Sharp as you like it. Triple kill on the retake. Gets FURIA their 4th.
Low HP or not, you're not surviving that one. That's unbelievable from Olga. The precision on all of those clears. Yeah, that timing shot's a bit rough for Mari. I'll tell you what, MIBR, that looked really good for a second. The fact that they've managed to regroup, they find the perfect timing, they walk through that B smoke, plant the bomb, but you just don't have the weaponry. There's no utility to hold FURIA back. And when you're in that scenario, sometimes it gets difficult on the CT side. It's an interesting conundrum of whether you want to go for a retake of that extreme, but they must have some information that the players are low. But I guess with Olga doing that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you could see, they were kind of holding to see if there was anything going to be presented, and yeah, they just go for it. For MIBR, that was their best looking round yet, and that was a very light round. We haven't even seen full rifles out yet. The closest we had was that second round where they had 3 AKs out, the 2 that were dropped over. So that was really kind of almost a 3 versus 5 from the beginning, because 2 of the players had forgone armor and basically weaponry to buff up their teammates. So now, once we come out of this timeout, we will be able to see all of the rifles out on both sides. And that's where we can start to see what MIBR can show us, because if they can bring around that close with just Eagles, you know they're going to deliver with the AKs.
Yeah, you'd assume so.
Picture fringe.
It's essential.
I always do that before, going on cam, before the broadcast. Always get the hairbrush out. You probably spend a bit of time in your hair, Brandon. You probably more than me.
Definitely not more than you.
Okay. I don't know about that.
What, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
An hour in makeup before any show.
That's not true. That's so not true. It's the other way around.
80% of that is just your hair, trying to get it right.
Actually, to be honest, when I am in the makeup seat, 80% of it is my hair.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to put makeup on me, because they're like, wow, the light it hits your face well.
Yeah.
You're such a lovely dog.
No one has said that to you. No one has ever said that to you.
No.
This is a tech pause. Very sorry, guys. You have to put up with this trifle that's coming out of Brandon's mouth. Do you reckon? Okay, so this is a great start from FURIA. Do you think the momentum continues with them here, or once you come off the back of this, that's where MIBR can start to push it back? Because obviously they're picked into this, right? So they are fairly confident.
I feel like this is a round where FURIA just go really aggressive to punish the investment, And if that goes successfully, then yeah, the momentum will continue. I feel like FURIA are one of those teams that are not afraid to push the issue in anywhere on the map. They will go everywhere and anywhere with no kind of regard for safety or concern. They will just keep pushing. And then if that doesn't work, they'll push again. So I feel like it will continue. And I just looking at the nature of how these rounds have really gone, and you see the individuals really step up for FURIA. You see how accurate the aim has been. It's not been scrappy, it's been clean. You've seen Carr with the scout. You've seen Olga literally on the previous round, headshot after headshot after headshot. I think this just keeps on snowballing.
Yeah, I think that 2v4 retake kind of really paints a picture of the type of team FURIA are. They're like, well, they're much like you would expect from a team that's called FURIA. But they kind of like the opposite of like the outsiders style of play where, you know, they're very conservative. FURIA, if there's an opportunity to go for a retake, to go for the fight, then they're going to be taking it. And Olga is going to be leading that charge every single day of the week.
Absolutely. And actually 7-1 right now. Just looking very good on the server. That's already worrying. The fact that Iza is finding these openings as well, that's quite concerning. I feel like MIBR have got good success in towards middle, though. I feel like that's a potential avenue that they can exploit. These mid to Bs look quite effective. We saw it yesterday, Police M Box against CLG Reds. That was where they were having the most success on their T side. I feel like it might be a mirror image because we haven't really seen MIBR test out towards short. So I feel like the game plan might just be this mid to B setup.
Well, unfortunately, not quite ready to get jumping into the game. So we're just going to go to a very short break and we'll be back once the tech is sorted. So don't go anywhere.
Took the keys to your Mercedes and went for a drive. Never dance again, was playing low in 85. I taste the liquor on my breath now, I'm out of my mind. But you're the one who's burning bridges, so let's go for a dive. Got the gasoline, gonna make a scene. Standing on the edge of a cliff, I bet no one ever sees. You're dipping out on me, I got the receipts. I was hanging on the edge of the words you said, but I found your secret. You're a liar, car on fire. You tried to hide her. Now it's your turn for you to burn. Look what you made me. 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 I lit a cigarette and burned a heart shape on my tongue. Starting to lose all the feeling for you going numb. Don't tell that shaky alibi, you're way out of your mind. And I don't need your 2 cents, not a nickel, no a dime. Pour the gasoline on your off-white beam. Placing all my bets on the cards you dealt me. My hands gon' bleed you. You're dipping out on me. I got the receipts and all the things I let you get away with. You gon' find your keeper. Liar, liar, car on fire. You tried to hide her. Now it's your turn for you to burn. Look what you made me. Look what you made me. Look what I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. I'm going home. I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. Going home. I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. I'm going home. I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. Going home. Take a peek at this body and my game tight. Always feeling pretty, y'all never shy. Stay on top of the world and my money right. I'm a boss chick, yeah you heard right. Take a peek at this body and my game tight. Always feeling pretty and I never shy. Stay on top of the world and my money right. With my red suit, cooler lips. I hold the power in my fingertips. Like I said, yeah, I got this. You like that? I'm a boss chick. With my red suit, cooler lips. I hold the power in my fingertips. Like I said, yeah, I got this. Let me make this clear. I'm the baddest. So you
And welcome back in, everyone. We're here. It's underway now, and already Little Z's found a little bit of a tag through Gabby.
Well, Car's got more than a tag with that kill onto Arcadia. Nice timing shot as the flashbang came through. The opener goes the way of Furia despite that early little bit of damage. I have gotten control out towards long, but that is literally it. That is the only place they have. And they look to capitalize on it. Some utility going out now. That Molotov gets caught on the roof, setting it on fire. They don't need no water.
Just just one smoke being deployed at the moment. Second one comes up. It's a little bit wide. Means that they have to go out a little bit further to cross. Mari hasn't spotted any. So trying to catch out Car, but she's stuck behind this smoke at short, but that's a great opener on towards Olga instead. That bomb site, it belongs to MIBR.
Yeah, Car's been looking for something behind this smoke that she deployed herself. We see a lot of AWPers using this these days. But that's going to fade any second now, and in fact it does. She's now stuck towards Gandalf. Nice bit of damage on the Kizza. Doesn't finish the job. And Mari is slowly crawling her way up, looking for this fight, but Jossie's been holding for it the entire time. Flashbang comes through. Kizza locking Car in. Her scope is actually sticking out, but they can't deal with her because Izza has walked onto the site. Car has found one eventually. Now it's just other Josie and China, and China's not revealed herself yet. She's still tucked in, but she is the only one remaining. 1 versus 2. Nice. She'll kill her in the second as well. China doubling up to get MIBR their first round.
That's a really good round from MIBR. They keep it simple. They send all of their players out towards long. And Furia's reaction at the start of this round was to take complete upper B control and then have immediately 4 players over towards A. And then they completely scrapped that idea and sent 3 players back towards B. A little bit of a mistake because MIBR, they walk up, they deal with Car, but that's all on China. That was amazing work. And look what that's done to the economy. Where these rounds have been quite close, MIBR has shattered Furia's finances. And they're in a position where they can get consecutive rounds in a row.
It's a great opener from China as well, right? On towards short. Like, that was a lovely headshot to sort of open up their path into the site. Now, the concern here is, as you can see on this minimap, that bomb is going over towards B. And there is everyone from Furia here. They're all tucked in. They're all hiding. It's a bit of a fake out here. Olga can take first contact. Mari's also here, but then the rest are tucked hidden. They can all just pop up. Oh dear. The fake's trying to be sold out towards A long. Here it comes through. All right. Olga's going to go down. Good Molotov. It's burning a player on site. Gabby trying to play around it. All right, they're being diligent. They're clearing everything, and it doesn't matter that it's a stack because Little Z is shooting everyone with the AWP.
That's flawless as well. That's a really good round from MIBR. 5 players staying alive. Look at those B spawns as well. Oh, Dust2, that's a map where you can really utilize and dictate where you want to go based on the spawns. 3 players already here. Go B. Go on, do it.
Well, one is
doesn't look like it.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I can't believe they walked into a stack and didn't take any casualties.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's kind of impressive.
It was nearly no damage.
One. Yeah. All right. Well, Long being established for Furia early this time. They don't want to concede it. Kenia is just going to be holding in towards the bedroom. We don't call, well, Long doors.
That's an Aussie call out.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, no one's going to call that bedroom. There's no bed in there. It's not even a room, barely. So another Miss Molotov. And this double setup towards the dumpsters is potent for holding Long, but it does mean short is completely open, and all of MIBR, save Arcania, are there.
Yeah, she's done really well, though, just keeping all of the interest for Furia out towards Long, because this is just going to be an open bomb site. Mari's now pushing the issue. But Arcania can hear all of this, can hear the footsteps getting closer on her position. Car's rotated over. There's 2 players here, and Arcania gets cleared.
A nice wide swing from Mari to deal with Arcania. China in towards short she was so potent last round. Teammates are falling though, so she has to step up. Nice kill onto Olga. She's looking for more, pushing out here. Somehow gets that shot onto Gabby. Felt like she had no business getting that one. Izza does trade her out, and it's still a 2 versus 2, and they're pinstering from each angle. Mari is able to find Jossie. Little Z, the only one left, but she has taken down Izza with that AWP. The bomb, it's not, well, it is planted for her, but it's in the smoke, and the AWP is not the weapon for the job, but it doesn't matter. Lines up the 3rd shot. Little Z saving the day.
I'll tell you what, though, what a retake from Furia. The fact that it gets as close as it really shouldn't have is a testament to how good the individuals on Furia are. Oh, when you see that shot and then the follow-up, it gets very scary, especially because Mari is such low HP. But Little Z does manage to lock it in. And MIBR get a 3rd, 3 in a row, with a really good standing to get 4.
Once again, it's going to be this lean over towards B with all these pistols. And MIBR aren't going to be walking into this one at the moment. They're actually holding for this exact play. So they're going to be walking into an MIBR blender. There it is, Jossie and China. They are making it work. China gets a nice triple kill. They have lost 2 players, and they've given Olga an AK, though. So it's not the best case scenario, but it's also not the worst. They're still going to win this round. If they keep all 3 alive, then that's absolutely fine.
The question is Olga going to save onto this AK, or is she going to try and do more economic damage? It's going to be the former. She's going to play for exits. Yeah, MIBR holding for that exact play. This time, Furia go a little bit more aggressive on the eco. Throw a little bit more caution to the wind rather than stacking into the B-bomb site. They all just push upper tunnels. That's exactly what MIBR were hoping for. Perfect crossfire does the damage. Unfortunately, the SMG can't really rack up any money, although it's probably got a good opportunity to right here and now.
Should be an AK as well to recover. I think that's kind of the ideal outcome, unless she finds Olga, which she might do at the very end. No, don't think it's going to be enough time for this swing. Olga just about stays alive. Holds on to that one into the follow-up. And I wonder if Olga, did she throw out the AK, the other AK here? Maybe it just wasn't thoroughly investigated. Either way, 4 versus 5, 4-4 is the scoreline. That's an impressive run of rounds from MIBR. It was a 4-0 start from Furia.
Double AWP is the response from Furia as well. This is a heavy investment coming back in on this CT side. Gabby wielding the other AWP. Car, the usual suspect normally on the primary. Olga to be tested in towards short. In fact, it's Car to take the first contact and then steps in. Is the AK. It's a 1-2 punch. A knockout blow towards short. And Car even finds Arcania.
And they walk into Car and Olga, and it's, well, what can you do? Absolutely run down as they come around that corner. Nice setup here between the 2 of them. Olga just holding this down while Car picks them out of the air. And a lovely little shot in the end as well. See, she's looking very sharp today with the AWP, not missing a single flick.
Perfect time for your AWP to be hitting every single shot. The playoff game. So that's really good signs for Furia.
She is sprayed a bit through the, I think that was through the smoke out towards long, but she's going to hold her ground, take control of that. Olga's also taking a lot of damage in towards mid. So is Gabby, actually, and she's at the full back. There's a couple of limping players here. China's pushing out, but Olga's just run through. She's run through with 30 HP and killed 2. Oh my god.
Oh, look at Izza. Oh, they're not ready for Izza. Just on this corner. Need to clear, but I don't think you will because you've seen Gabby there already. It's such a close corner. Jossie will actually do it. AK headshot rings out. That's potentially a way back in. Smoke's dropped, but Gabby on the timing shot even goes through the smoke. Jossie to collect. Car doesn't spot her on the swivel out towards window, but still a 1 versus 2, and it's winnable as well.
Yeah, Car is so low, and there's so much time to work with for Jossie. Elevates herself to be able to peer on towards window in case that peek comes back, but the moment it's not, Mari is the one that's going to have to take contact. Problem is Jossie's low as well, so she's a little bit cautious about this. And without a smoke to cover the cross, she's even more worried, but that clock now does start to tick down. She's wasted 20 seconds sitting here at the moment. Now she only has that many to work with. Flashbang, and oh my lord, just tries to jump across, baiting something out there. Gonna tap onto the bomb, onto the charge through, into her crosshair, gets the first, but can't quite convert onto Mari.
Tell you what, that's the right idea though. And that's very scary. Because we've already seen China in those scenarios win out clutches just on the spray transfer. And that time it was ever so close from Jossie, but can't quite close it out. And well, in a blink of an eye, really, Lucy, this game has swung back in FURIA's favor because now the economy is really not favorable for MIBR. They're just going to run the gauntlet. They're going to go straight in towards B.
It's been very swingy so far. Let's see how it continues. That smoke going to signal what's going on here. High explosive gets a kill. Gabby lining them all up with the M4, and now tops to the USP to close it out. Nice 4K, not quite the ace, but she'll be happy with that.
Yeah, for sure, simple as you like. 2 B players lock that one in. Gabby doing most of the heavy lifting. No bomb plant for MIBR either. So whilst you can invest in, it's a little bit of a difficult one because you can get an AK, you can't comfortably pull out a sniper for little Z. And the utility is going to be a bit sparse. Rough around the edges for MIBR on the full investment. We have seen them do it before, so hopefully they can strike again in round number 12. What's been interesting, actually, is just the amount of utility damage that MIBR have been providing, especially early round on towards FURIA. Bit more of a default here. Cross smokes on towards the doorway. Allow MIBR a little bit of real estate in towards short. There are 3 defenders here for FURIA. That's a great grenade and a follow-up incendiary to keep MIBR back at bay. The intention originally was to split, go out towards long, but there's just no control. You can't safely put little Z in that position with the bomb. Instead, smokes to be lined up towards short. But again, this could be a little bit of a fake. Great nade. Kizza brought down so low, and I like this from Olga. The fact that she's re-pushing back in towards CT in case MIBR go for a mid to B play, and it looks like that's what they want to do. Creeping close, dropping this smoke and the flash, and they'll go through immediately. They have to hold. Olga has been prone to push this position before, so instead they try and make short a safe passage once again, but it's difficult. Car immediately with the opener, but now the smokes are dropped in. 15 seconds, and Arkenia's found the opener.
Olga trying to peer over to get something back. Has found China. The little bomb can't get planted. It's gonna go. No, it can't. Olga's chopped up. Denies it. 5 seconds left. Just enough to punch in the digits, and Olga's looking for more. The bomb does go down, but there was only half a second on it. And now Jossie's the only one left, and she is not nearby. Has to make her way back through to short. 3 players on the site and a smoke in her face. Absolutely no chance.
I like the idea from MIBR. I like what they were trying to do. The issue you have with that play fundamentally is you don't do enough crowd control in towards middle. You don't find a pick. You don't really announce your presence there apart from a smoke and a flash. So that's never going to pull rotations over too much. And the fact that Olga's just sat in that smoke the entire time, it's a little bit difficult. I feel like more contention towards long is needed to set more of a precedent there, because FURIA, they've been taking it for free in most of these rounds, and they can just leave one player there, and that gives them an extra reinforcement anywhere else they desire on the bomb sites.
Now they've won the half, 8 rounds. MIBR, they got that swing of 4 in a row, right? In fact, that's been how this game has gone. It's gone 4-4-4 for each team. So based on that mathematics, MIBR should be in a good position to get the next 4.
It's a difficult buy to do it on, though. That's my concern. However, I believe I can see it. Boost up for Arcania. Flashbang's going to be good. Oh, in fact, no, it's not at all. Car not blinded off the angle. Removes Kizza.
Yeah, Mari's been tucked in this entire time. She doubles up. Car is here to support as well, even though she is brought low. In fact, she's going to fall back to a narrower line. Mari is holding it as well, so they push up close. Oh, the flashbang is perfect, but she runs out of bullets. Doesn't matter, there's a second flashbang coming through. The USP almost getting it done. Little Z with, well, very little health, 1 HP, and the nade from Olga finishes the job.
I mean, very difficult for MIBR there. They tried to get out long. The flashbang doesn't blind the sniper, so it's just easy pickings for Karen, and Mari's baited in absolutely perfectly. You haven't really got the weaponry to contend with it. It's difficult. However, this round you do. You've got the full investment for MIBR. You've got the AWP on Little Z. It needs to start singing.
Well, peering down towards mid, Gabby is a couple of centimeters of road away from losing her head. And the repeat comes through. Little Z hits a shot. China's fighting out long meanwhile, but Mari has been playing around this smoke. Olga, oh my god, she gets the kill with the nade, in fact. After her own death, the martyrdom towards long, and it puts it into the 3 versus 3, but Issa is pushed in towards the B tunnels. And they're coming back towards her. She can either completely unravel this round, or she's given MIBR a huge opening to work with, making her way back up onto the angle. Here they come. About to walk straight into her crosshair, and they line up for a nice double. Can't quite get the third, so Little Z still has an opportunity here.
Oh, I was going to say, if she finds that kill on towards CT, it's on. But Car is holding that entire time. Doesn't drop the smoke, Little Z, because she wants that opportunity to take the gunfight, try and catch out a FURIA rotator. But no, it's Car posted on the doorway. And FURIA, they will hit double digits.
Car and Olga both sitting on 105 ADR. They are fragging out of their minds today. We expected it, obviously, from Olga in particular. We mentioned her before. It's good to see both really stepping up. I mean, there's not really any spot of concern on this FURIA squad at the minute. Car, there we go, chimes in again, and is Arcania. Olga, now it's her turn to do some damage with a nice HE. Takes one back in response, though, and she's brought down to half, but her incendiary does a chunk of damage onto China as well, and Gabby's found another just pushing through B tunnels.
There's that aggression. You got to be careful. You can never leave your flank open if you're MIBR, because FURIA will push the issue. Speaking of pushing, look at Car. She's already walking through long doors, and she has an AWP. That's a testament to it. Mari now picking up the space left in towards middle. Could be a lineup. Little Z, bomb dropped, incendiary deployed, and now there's reinforcement back on the way. Help is here. Izza drops a follow-up HE, brings China down ever so low with the flashbang. Gets her death, but Mari steps in for 2 more.
Yeah, fantastic half from FURIA. 11-4, looking dominant on Dust2. We'll go to a short break. When we come back, we'll see if MIBR can show us on the CT side what they're made of.
do. You don't wanna kill my vibe with the wrong beat. If you wanna feel alive, you gotta move your feet. Come on, let's take this downtown. Wake me up to the soul sound. Hit me with a little supreme and give into temptation. Do you feel what I feel? 'Cause I'm feeling alive. I will do. 'Cause I'm feeling alive. Do you feel what I feel? 'Cause I'm feeling alive. I will do. 'Cause I'm feeling alive. Now I'm dancing in my new kicks. Getting down to all my old tricks. Gotta get my fix. Now do you think I'm cool? It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do. Come on, let's take this downtown. Wake me up to the soul sound. Hit me with the Cali sun. Give me good vibrations. Give me good vibrations. Now I'm dancing in my new kicks. Getting down to all my old tricks. Gotta get my fix. Now do you think I'm cool? It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do.
Welcome back, everyone. FURIA took 11 rounds on their CT side on MIBR's map pick of Dust2. It's time, MIBR. Show us why you've picked this in the playoff series.
Yes, he decides where they're going to do it. They had a great run of rounds, but that was it. It was those 4 consecutive. That was all they were able to get early on in that half, and that's been FURIA story the rest of the way. Look at all the util for FURIA. That's signaling to me a long take. The double smokes in hand. China going to get some contact and fall back. It's a very default setup from MIBR. 2-1-2. China, ooh, she might catch off car. Throwing utility. Ooh, not going to catch the timing, but swings out anyway. Nice kill, gets both of them. In fact, both the smoke players. They're dropped. The rest of the squad making their way up through short. Rotations can now come through. This is a great looking round for MIBR.
Look at this, though. The acceleration that FURIA are throwing at this, they're going to put the bomb down at the very least. And the fact that everyone's waiting, which I agree with this makes sense for MIBR just to get everyone together when they go in for this retake. But it means that afterplants can be established. The bomb is planted for short. There's no smokes to cover off that position. So Olga can just play and just try and bide as much time as possible. And then the rest of the team could potentially maybe not do that. You don't need to swing. You could just play for time here.
Yeah, it's a few too many CTs on the other side of those aim tools. You can see every time one of them peeked out, there was like, I think the entire squad of MIBR was there. Just aiming down the crosshair. It was always going to be a difficult post-plant. Like, you're right, they had the good positions, but MIBR had the 2-player advantage. They had flashbangs, they had a kit, and they just moved as a pack. And they get the round. So a much-needed pistol considering the state of affairs. And for FURIA, they're actually opting, despite getting the bomb plant, to save here, which is interesting. You don't always see the eco from FURIA in particular, and off the back of a bomb plant.
Oh, that nade's going to hurt. Mari brought down low. There's 3 players out long here, and she's going to be isolated. Kizza will take advantage of it, but look at this space that's been gathered in towards middle.
It is being held, though. Kizza is holding from mid, and with the M4 at this range, it should be easy cleanup. Bisley gets a nice kill with the Deagle. That's going to be the only kill going their way. The key thing is they kind of want to recover that M4, I think. So maybe you try and reposition a bit here to pick that one up. Is you also don't want to give her too much more, and they're not. Little Z is going to find her. Can the M4 be recovered at the tail end? Not quite. So it is a little bit costly.
Yeah, that M4 was dropped all the way down at long. I mean, you could have. There's an argument to juggling it into spawn, but it's very difficult, especially just where MIBR were. So, unfortunately, it doesn't matter. They can reinvest by another. It's a little bit costly, but at the end of the day, it's only one casualty. So you can't complain too much. But the real test is here, this buy round. This is why FURIA saved to have everyone on an AK. And Car is throwing cautious to win, getting so aggressive. And Arkini has already been brought down low.
And aggression out long as well. Mari, she is removed by China. That's a big kill to find because now she can establish all of that control and gets herself an AK as well. Good start from MIBR. That initial aggression from Car didn't reward too much other than a nice bit of utility damage onto Arkinia. Olga, speaking of aggression, is a little bit of a peer in towards long, but Kizzer has found another kill. And Arkinia has found Gabby as well. It's all just falling apart one by one.
Yeah, just individual gunfight after individual gunfight, and it just favors MIBR. FURIA, now with Car and Olga, is the highest performing players on the server for FURIA. Trying to make this one work. These are very good positions being taken up, though, especially by Kizzer in towards CT spawn. Difficult angle to clear, especially with the player far back. Just going to be baited in. It's exactly what happens. And now it's all up to Car. Can't spot the player jumping. Can't deal with Little Z all the way back at the ramp.
That's a flawless round with the guns. That was full rifles out for FURIA, and they don't find a single kill, losing every single one of those aim duels as they took place. And you're absolutely right. It was just these individual duels. There was never any kind of trade potential to, at least if you lose and your teammate can trade you, there's still something you can work with. But that wasn't the case in any of those engagements. So MIBR, that's a beautiful round for them to pick up, because now going up against the pistols, they can get that economy really flowing on the CT side and really start to stage this comeback. Yeah,
this is why, hang on, we'll see this in a sec, because it's going to be very quick out towards middle. Arkinia has to try and escape. Little Z spamming through the smoke. Doesn't find a thing. FURIA are going to keep on going through the fire and the flame, straight into Jossie's crosshair. Arkinia overwhelmed. Can Car find Jossie at the back of the site? It's going to be difficult. Oh, but it's a ding. But there goes Little Z. Crisis averted. But that's why, like, these 11-4, like, it's dubbed as the most dangerous scoreline, quote unquote, because look, MIBR win the pistol, they win the first gun round, and now immediately they've survived another round against the pistols. Their economy is swelling, as you've just said. It's really been built up, and now we're 11-8.
Yeah, exactly. It's what MIBR have been looking towards. Only 4 rounds on that T side, but now there's only 3 rounds between the two teams, so it makes sense for a pause now to come through. A necessary tactical for FURIA. So they need to start getting some action on this T side. You have to pick up a round. Car with the AWP. That could be potentially the answer, because I assume that might make... Oh, there it is. Little Z does have an AWP. I think they're just deciding who was going to purchase it. Arkinia is going to keep hold of her extra pennies, though.
I'm just looking at the spawn for Car. She's got a very good one out towards B. So she could post on that, essentially get an opener. I'd like to see FURIA send a couple of players with her, so if she does get the kill, they can capitalize on the fact that she has got it.
Car is just absolutely zooming her way towards the bomb site, but the incendiary followed up by the smoke is going to block any of her line of sight. It's a strong focus out towards A long from FURIA early. Establish that control. Little Z is in towards short with her AWP. She's holding a bit of a passive line, waiting to see if anything comes through. Not going to be revealed to Izzer on this boost.
I actually really like the fact that MIBR are playing retake B here, because you don't give over an opportunity for a pick. Also, if Kizza gets tested in towards mid to B, which you've already seen out of Furia, and that means that Jossie could immediately swing on over, it's just lurk utility being deployed. And that has actually brought the attention back to that B bomb site. So Hinge smoke deployed and missing. But Little Z, speaking of, just let an AWP shot ring out. Fully blind. She's going to give it another go, potentially. She does miss the mark again. Thankfully, she is able to retreat.
That one felt like it should have been on the mark. It looked spot on, but unfortunately not going to be. And now they're going to start to accelerate. But Little Z has a good power position here on the ramp. There's not any Molotov to flush her out, so she can just stand here and she can take the shots. They line up for her. It's not quite the collateral kill, but it is collateral damage. However, Mari is finding a way into this. Car can also reposition, but look at the health pools. They are limping into this one, and their player advantages with MIBR on the retake out towards Long. China is just waiting, ready to swing out, and Kizza deals with Mari as well. The retake does come through pretty well for MIBR.
Yeah, most important kill in that entire thing is the one out long on towards Car. Because if she finds that, she can then post and hold. There's no utility to get MIBR out when they cross from short. So as soon as that kill comes in, I really like the proactiveness just to double swing. And that's so unfortunate that's not a collateral kill. Because it looks like it should be. Just a complete lineup, should be 2 kills immediately in the feed. But nevertheless, FURIA managed to recover the situation. They placed the bomb down, but MIBR, they closed the gap. They are shutting FURIA out of this T side, yet to post around in this second half.
Yeah, look at China. She's taken over the leaderboard. 18 kills right now. Top, she's above both Car and Olga, who are 17 apiece. It's a new addition. I suppose not new at this point. It's been, I think, 2 months now, more or less. But still feels new. Certainly having impact, feeling like she's right at home in this squad.
Another default for FURIA. Flashbang forces Little Z back. That's a brave cross. Olga with the hinge smoke. So then that will allow Izza to get up towards short. Just taking a look at Long, because China's got aggressive. She hasn't pushed the issue. She's just on the other side of the doorway. It's common for Tees to Molotov that position, but there's no molly for FURIA.
But a couple of times now, they've been lacking that Molotov that would have got them a good angle. And look at this setup. It's two absolute cheeky angles. Tucked in to the corners, in the nooks and crannies. Doesn't matter. Kizza tries to capitalize on the swing, and neither of them come up with the kill. FURIA looking in a great position, although that smoke doesn't quite hit the mark. Doesn't quite matter though, because actually there is a big gap here. There are 3 CTs holding it. Another smoke does eventually come through, and Izza can cross, going for the spam, almost removing Arcadia, and Olga finishes the job, but gets spam back in response. It's still, though, the player advantage here, going for the jump peak, can't quite connect it. Now they know where Little Z is, and well, now she's in the grave. It's just Jossie left all alone. Nice kill onto Mari. But her chances in this round are dwindling as that clock ticks down, and the flank even coming through from Gabby.
Yeah. Nice job from Gabby, just locking that one in. AWP can't be recovered, though. And there's plenty of money on MIBR. They can just drop everything. But I really like that from FURIA, just the fact that they find both entries. They're diligent in their clearing. And then they immediately go, okay, let's go A. Drop the smokes, race up there. Rotations are in, doesn't matter. The spam through the smoke, it's enough. Olga, that was really good entry work.
I love that because FURIA are playing in the major. They've got the FURIA graffitis out, spamming those ones everywhere. That's cool. China, she's about to spin onto this flashbang. It's perfect. They managed to duck behind the blue bins. The kill still comes through. Kizza has to be careful here, wants to reload, but doesn't have the time to do it, and the flashbang comes through. She can't quite escape. So FURIA are able to even things up after that initial engagement.
They don't have to go yet, either. There's so much time left on the clock, 3 versus 3. If you just sit and wait around for a little bit, you can start to creep doubt into MIBR's minds. Arkane is trying to get information in towards middle. So this is good at the very least because it locks FURIA in, and it also conveys to MIBR that No one can be top middle at the moment, but there's a possibility that they might have walked all the way around in spawn to B. That's what Jossie is covering. So by falling silent, they've isolated Little Z all on her own. Shot rings out to connect.
Oh my god, the second one looked like it might have. Now she can actually put down the smoke and play around this. There's still a lot of utility to be working with for MIBR. Mari is making her way up here, has the angle on Arcadia, but can't quite finish the job. More utility raining back and forth here. Arcadia has found Mari. Manages to now give them the player advantage. That bomb has to go down. Izzo is crossed to the site. They are going to be able to punch in the digits. There is a HE in play on Little Z, but she's tucked in towards Gandalf at the moment. Can't quite escape. Relying on her teammates to take this contact, and Jossie has done it. Fantastic kill is dealt with on the site as well.
That was a great flashbang up and over to get rid of Gabby. And I thought it was going to be a little bit difficult as well because Arcadia had given up her position out towards CT. So Gabby was holding for it, but that's why that supportive utility was there. It was absolutely perfect. MIBR isolate every gunfight on the retake and then make it look easy as well.
Yeah, and it was almost there around at the beginning, right? The fact that FURIA managed to get all three into the corner behind the blue bin to give cover from that swing was very lucky because they were lined up for a spray down. Now, well, Car's going to chime in with the opening kill. Little Z wanted to go for an aggressive peek of her own. She is punished by that boost. FURIA get an opener that they've been desperately needing.
Yeah, that's Car immediately just buying that AWP. There's that Molotov we've been talking about. That's going to force China back. But look where this bomb is for FURIA. Currently out towards upper tunnels. Waiting, holding for any aggression. They can just flash. Again, just force the issue. Mari's found China out towards long. So if FURIA do commit towards B here, it's completely open. This re-aggression in towards middle. I'm a fan of it. They have to be careful because these players are just tucked in the corners.
Oh, they're going to swing out. There's a team kill in the mix, though. Now it has just left Arcadia alone, but she's got the bomb delivered to her. The unfortunate thing is a player has walked through the B bomb site and is going to be coming through behind her. She can out this duel on Car. That would be everything, but can't quite do it. She's fully aware that mid has been given up. Trying to play around here. Really wants to deal with Car, but can't quite win out the duel. And they managed to get away with the bomb. They steal it from under her grasp, that smoke providing cover. Now there's nothing that Arcadia can do, unfortunately. The bomb can go to A, but it was a valiant attempt.
Yeah, it really was. The fact that she's being so brave and just trying to fight Car and just swing at the most unexpected opportunity, just trying to catch her off guard, because as soon as she gets that kill, she can then take the space that Car had and reposition, especially with that smoke that she threw down towards the mid doors. That was nearly a very winnable 1 versus 3 if the dots connected on towards the sniper. But as a result, it didn't. Mari and Gabby steal the bomb back through the smoke. Recoverable mission. That's going to get FURIA the 13th, and Arcania's even circled all the way back to get the AWP for Little Z.
All right, it's a small consolation. You can see the finances from MIBR. They're not going to be fantastic. We'll see in a moment when that loss bonus kicks in, but it's not healthy. There's enough to get the buy off, though. Arcadia can drop over to Kieza. And yeah, I think there will be just enough for... Actually, no, she can't drop because she has to drop the AWP, but Little Z can drop to Kieza. So they'll be able to get something together here. But it's at a real crucial point of the game where if they lose it and FURIA get up to 14, their economy will be completely reset against the map point round.
Yeah, it's that's why this pause is being taken, to discuss this exact scenario. It's a question of, do you want rifles or do you just want pistols? Because if you just buy like Kevlar pistol, then it gives you more money going forward, because the loss bonus hasn't really been that established for MIBR because they've been winning all of these rounds in a row.
It's just 1900 at the moment.
Yeah.
They are going to fully invest into it. I think given they've stayed over the AWP, yeah, it is the right choice when you can get out rifles on everyone. It's reasonable utility. It's enough to work with. but it is now such a crucial round for them to pick up, and they're putting the pressure out towards long. Gabby has deployed a smoke to use, and she's got the opener, but a great trade back immediately. And meanwhile, Akinia found Car. Another huge kill to find.
Yeah, that's massive, because that's the sniper. Completely removed. Kids are still waiting around long doors as well. His presence. It's unrelenting from MIBR. But here's the gap. In towards middle. This is actually just only deployed that hinge smoke. That's going to work our way forward up towards short. The defenses are split 2-2. It's her responsibility to cause as much chaos as possible in towards mid to allow FURIA an uneven, favorable fight for themselves on towards A.
Everything's on Izzy here, and she's been completely blinded. Amazing setup there. The flashbang from Little Z catches Izza right in the eyeballs, but that's a gap in the smoke. Little Z able to exploit it. Olga, a nice headshot. Can she pull this 1 versus 4? She's gotten the first of those 4. Now she needs to find 3 more. Crawling forward into short. That's probably been heard in the chaos. And the body is a little awkward on its server side, but client side, but you never know where they're going to lie, and it's a little bit in the way on our screens at the very least. So Kizzer is able to get that kill, and the defuse comes through.
If you're FURIA here, though, you do reinvest back in. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate on the smoke, but we've seen this quite a few times now out of FURIA, though. The smoke cross wall has not always been landing, and that's a bit worrying, because that is quite a fundamental thing to be doing on Dust2. And the fact that there's more often than not gaps in it is a little bit concerning, but you understand why. It's a very stressful scenario for FURIA. It's kind of weird, especially with those deficits, Car taking a peek. More importantly, escapes with her life. Doesn't hang around for too long. And it is that investment that we've already spoken about. It has come in for FURIA.
And a win here from FURIA, from MIBR, will put them into a good place to be able to equalize the scoreline as well. Little Z has a smoke that it's actually the T-side smoke that she's trying to exploit, trying to use it as cover from the B tunnels. But with that Molotov coming through, she has to get out of there. The smoke's about to fade. Now FURIA putting pressure in towards mid. No way through. Not quite catch out Arcadia. She's able to stand tall and get the kill, but Olga does trade her out. And now it feels very uncomfortable for Jossie as the only player on the B side, but it doesn't matter, they're not going there yet. Car, she goes back in. Little Z hits the shot and even tags Mari. I think she hit Mari and got the kill with the collateral.
Yeah, she did. Jossie now needs to hold strong. It's going to be difficult, though. It's going to be a mid to B split. You can see that Gabby isn't pushing. It's going to be on Olga to try and find this kill. It's going to be so hard. Jossie's tucked in. She hasn't been spotted at all. She's going to be Molotoved as well. This is so diligent. Mari nails her with the AWP. 3 versus 3. 2 of these FURIA players are low, and there's lots of utility if MIBR want to go for this. But the economy isn't in the best situation to really do it.
They got to give it a look in. You know, at least one of these players is low. Mari with the AWP. I mean, this is the perfect angle to be holding. They have flashbang, and it's going to come through. It's perfect. Kids are able to get that first kill. China onto the second and the third. China doing everything there as she comes through. And it's a flawless retake from MIBR.
Was so impressed with MIBR's utility, especially on the T side, how much leverage they were getting out of their grenades. And they swap over to the defense, and it's the flashbangs. They're the real heroes of MIBR's story. That's a perfect flash. Mari can't see a thing, fires off a shot, and it's missed. And now FURIA, they need to pause. They need to assess what's going on.
This is that moment they're mentioning. FURIA have at least a loss bonus in their favor, so they can get out armor around some Tech 9s, even a Mac 10 in the mix, but it's not really a lot to be working with. It could be a nice fast round, though, which are always very exciting to watch. There's a couple of players looking towards B, although they're moving around. There's still 10 seconds left. They might still indicate that way. Come on, do the B rush. You know you want to. Fast and furious. Yep, Gabby, she's leading the charge. The rest of the squad, okay, it's just going to be Mari heading out to sell a bit of information out that side of the map. And actually, they're not quite rushing. Gonna hold for the initial utility. Probably a good thing, because that was a barrage of HEs that came through. Now they can set up for the smokes and the utility.
MIBR's got a good idea about this, though. 2 defenders here. And Little Z's in mid with the AWP, so she can rotate over quickly. It's this familiar setup we're used to seeing in long. Boost up on towards the blue bin, and this is where FURIA are going to try and strike. Isolate the player up at back plat. Olga burns Arquenia alive, and Izza finds another on the Mac 10. Little Z, this is very difficult to try and get a kill in towards the window with that sniper, and that's it. That's the round done and dusted. Mari can lock in these rotations, and MIBR, given the fact that their loss bonus is not good at all, it's like 1,400. They just need to hold on to 3 rifles. They've got plenty of money in the bank of China, for example, and also Little Z that they can drop these players over, but it's just that fast play, waiting out the initial utility FURIA strike.
I think the hero of that round was the Molotov that went towards back plat, because that was thrown deep and it's onto the defender that's already expended their smoke early. Oh my god, any more damage here is absolutely nuts. In fact, that's a huge kill to find, because look at the money on the remaining 3. Oh my god, what? Gabby! Unbelievable! Doesn't want them to take anything over into the follow-up. That's crippling. Oh dear. 3 rifles would have given them the full buy into this, and now it's going to be just limping into it. How did she get that? Unbelievable. What a shot. Would love to see that from her POV. Yeah, now look, 2 players on Deagles. That's what you're working with to deny map point.
That's massive. That's absolutely huge. Look at all that's done. Look at the repercussions. They've brought out M4s, but there's no utility. I like this push, though. This is big. Gets information. Gabby can't find it. Jossie clears the corner, so now that's an AK back into the mix for MIBR. But FURIA are going to run up towards short, straight into the Deagle. Kizza finds 3. What is that?
Oh my god, Kizza, the Desert Eagles are striking Car. She can't believe it. She's the only one remaining with her AWP. Talked about it being a bit of an unfortunate buy with Desert Eagles in the mix. And it's the Deagles that get every single one of the kills until that final one.
That's
what was that from Kizza? Up close and personal. She pulls out her knife to get there quicker. And this last second, as they burst through, pulls it out and fans her shots out. 3 straight to him. Check this out. Oh my god.
I'm not sure that was even the original play. I think she wanted to get close to go into the smoke, to go behind FURIA. But I mean, that's even better.
Oh, all right, MIBR. We are getting all of the exciting games today here on the ESL Impact playoff stream. One of these 2 teams is going to the LAN finals in Jönköping, and well, you can see both of them want it badly.
I'm just in disbelief. I'm really speechless. That is something special out of Kizza.
And now it's a critical round for FURIA, because they've had to fully invest into this one, and if they lose it, it's going to be 14-14, and they'll be the ones that don't have all of the tools in the shed.
Not all the sharp ones. It's difficult. It's the same case at MIBR, though, because if they lose this round, then they'll be on limited. They can, again, have rifles with not too much utility. It'll be the Deagles to shine, and I guess it doesn't matter too much. Little Z holding. As soon as I say that, she backs off, but it's still an opener that's been found for Arquenia. So MIBR don't want to give one back to FURIA. This makes a lot of sense. I like how passive that she's allowed to be. And the reason why she can just hold this angle and not be scared of long is look at the control again that's always been established by MIBR.
It's such a close game between these 2 teams. The scoreboard on both sides reflects it. It's almost mirrored. Damage onto Olga. Kizza. It's a bait and switch. China's tucked in. Now she's going to swing out. It's the perfect setup. They're trying to deal with the pit player, and they're not ready for China She's able to double up. Izza now trying to price something out of these smokes on short. She's being held for as well. Little Z is on the ramp. Izza is going for a bit of a bold play here. Just walking up, and she is going to catch off Little Z. Now China has to get past Car, who's creeping forward. But Kizza has found Izza. And now MIBR equalize things 14 apiece.
And it's exactly what you were saying. There's no money really for FURIA. 14 to 14. Bearing in mind that this was an 11 to 4 half from FURIA on the CT side. And now we're seeing this. And here's the big decision. Do you go for this? Do you invest in? The answer for me, in my opinion, is no. Don't do it.
No. You have to play for overtime. They've been it before.
Is this brought down quite low, though?
Yeah. I feel like that's as low as it's going to go. They got 3,400 loss bonus, so she'll still have 4.8, which is like actually
it's fine.
Quite enough for a full AK buy. So that's fine. That loss bonus is very high. But, you know, FURIA, they're happy to play overtime. Their opening map of Season 2 of ESL Impact was against Black Dragons on Dust2, and that went overtime, and they were able to close it out. Double overtime, I think, in fact. So, you know, they are veterans of the OT, particularly here on the D2. Kenya has been a veteran of getting the opener over towards the B side. Although not this time, it's Little Z that gets the opener. Kenya gets the second kill. Olga's trying to take the PT50 versus AWP aim door and thinks better of it.
I like this. They scrambled the rotation so much. The MIBR rotated everyone over towards B. Gabby isn't going to find any damage from that HE. So the bomb could be planted at the very least, and this is good. This gives more money to FURIA for the follow-up. So it doesn't matter how many players they take. Izza finds 2. Okay, that's not too bad. But yeah, bomb plant perfect. But this means that FURIA have to win this round, otherwise MIBR will take their map pick.
Yeah, I think the bomb plant actually gets the AWP. She might have been able to get it anyway, even if they hadn't got the bomb plant. But even still, they can certainly invest everything into this. It gets to the full utility at the very least, so it's certainly a boon. So here we go, map point, 30 rounds. We get the full 30, potentially more if FURIA have something to say about it, but the momentum is with MIBR on this CT side. 11-4 was the half. What is going to be the finish?
Oh, Little Z finds Car. There goes the AWP. It's a great start. Nice little detail as well for MIBR. They've left rifles in CT spawn. So if the bomb does go either which way to a bomb site, if they want to try and rotate back over, they can just pick up a rifle. They don't have to worry about using the sniper in a retake.
Yeah, when you got to the 30th round, you may as well leave everything there. A couple of HEs as well can be dropped. Or flashbangs, if that's more your mood. Mari also took a HE to the face. Little Z misses an opportunity here. Utility coming through. China is in pit, but now she has no support. Flashbang coming through to try and set her up for a kill, but Mari's able to deal with her. Somehow gets away with 25 HP. So it is even up. But look, Kizza, she's pushed all the way up, but she's not even needed because Jossie is here beside her. Is just trying to swing out. They're not going to be ready for Kizza. Swings through for a double. It's all on to Gabby, and she is nowhere near that bomb. And there is no teammates to support her. All alone. MIBR poised to take their map pick. She has to make her way out through long, and it's being held. 3 players are here now. Kenya has brought over the second AWP. Gabby can't make it happen. Kenya hits the shot, and MIBR take Dust2.
It needed all 30, but what a comeback in that second half. There's a lot to talk about, and we'll discuss it in just a couple of minutes. MIBR, they take map 1 of the series. They are 1 step closer to making playoffs in Sweden.